If movies mean more to you than just popcorn escapist entertainment, if they actually have value in your life, you should watch this. The Wolfpack. In my opinion, it's a really good movie. The story follows the Angulo brothers as they recount their childhood, which was spent trapped inside their apartment located on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Due to their father being very untrusting, they had no contact with the outside world. Their salvation was movies. But after 14 years of being locked inside, one brother ventured outside, changing his life as well as the family's forever. Prior to seeing this film, I knew nothing about this family and their story, but funny enough, after I saw this, my mom showed me a 2020 special about them, and it not only touched upon this documentary, it served as an update on their lives. What this film offers is a look at the life of the family in their apartment. We get several interviews with the brothers as well as with their mother. We are also treated to several homemade films that show the brothers recreating scenes from their favorite movies. They have a process where they watch the film, copy the dialogue, type up the screenplay, make the costumes and the props, and then act out the film. And through these recreations, we learn just how important those films are to them. One in particular which hit home for me was The Dark Knight. The brothers made their own Batman suit and then turned their apartment in their imagination into Gotham City. And while a lot of people do that kind of thing already, in this case it's kind of surreal. There's one part where we see one of the brothers dressed as Batman staring out the window at the world he wishes to have access to. In a way, it's like in The Dark Knight Rises when Bruce Wayne gets trapped in Bane's prison. He only gets out once he's built up the courage to face his fear. Once the brothers face their fear and get outside, we see them adjust to the real world. And it's amazing because, given how they were raised, one might think it would be very hard for them to adjust and function outside in the real world, but it's not. Mind you, the brothers are always together and never go out separately, but they are strong and enjoy the outside world. And once they are outside, they make film reference after film reference. My kind of guys. What I enjoyed most about this film was how Crystal Moselle showed the lives of this family. She's very objective with her camera and does not use it as a tool to judge or injure. She employs it as a means to capture and inform us about this household that, while certainly unhealthy and unconventional, turned out a family of inspired survivors. Where I think this film could have improved is showing events that are set up and clarification by Crystal Moselle about why she made this film. Through the 2020 special, I learned that she's the first friend the brothers ever made. By coincidence, she turned out to be a filmmaker. And after learning about their story, she felt that would make a good film, and so she decided to make this documentary, and ultimately it saw her shooting material over a period of 5 years. As a viewer, receiving that information helps her into the story, but I wish it was in this documentary. It should have been, really. I mean, I just wish there was a part where she was on camera detailing her introduction to the family and then explaining why she made this film, because as great as this story is, an outsider like you or myself could easily misinterpret her intentions. When it comes to showing events that are set up, there's a part where the mom calls her own mom, whom she hasn't spoken to in over 20 years. During that chat, they arrange for a reunion which will involve the mom and the brothers, a meet we never get to see. Given the emotional weight this meeting holds, it's hard for me to understand why it's not shown in this film, especially since it is shown in the special. With all that said, while the story is very sad, the movie as a whole shows just how powerful movies can be. I give The Wolfpack 3.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Have an awesome day.